He's looking at his number one that runs out here. This defender gets outside of it, don't like it anymore, replace to the shallow. Does a nice job of shrugging off this defensive end right there. But now you got to make the layup. Like you've done everything right and you're set right here. Just lay it nice and easy out in front of him as they move down closer and into the playoffs. You got to be able to make the layups consistently.
He's going to want this one back badly, and he just throws it behind him.
On today's QB Insider, we're taking a look at the NFC's number one seed, the Chicago Bears. I believe Caleb Williams has made some great strides this year, and although they're not all the way there in terms of efficiency, he has been explosive and is making big plays and quality decisions for this football team. Let's dive into the tape and let me show you what I'm talking about.
I know you guys are hungry for more, right? The city of Chicago's hungry too. Yeah.
So you're gonna see right here with Caleb Williams off the play fake, okay? Play fake and believing in what you're seeing. You're coming back. There's no hesitation, which is a big part of what we saw last year. He's gonna come back and it's just simply going to be a quick in route or a skinny post. We're just looking to pull these linebackers up just enough and then put the ball up over the top. You're gonna see here, boom, see him turn his head, right? Something that he hasn't done a lot, even though this is in shotgun. The hard play action, turn your head to the defense, get your head back around, get set, and rip the football right on the money for a nice chunk play. So an area where it's so important to be definitive, to know what you're seeing, to be confident in where you're going with the football is down in the tight red zone. And I think Caleb has been really good down here. So we simply have just kind of a two-man combination. We're gonna go right to the flat and then DJ Moore is gonna give a little out move and then he's going to return back to the inside. And you see Caleb come back, boom, hold on that back foot, feel it, boom, ball to the inside, find that window, get the ball out of your hands. You don't have a lot of space. You're never gonna have a lot of space down here in the tight red zone. Tight coverage right here, not hesitating, not holding the football. See it, rip it for a touchdown.
A strike to DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago.
And again, you see the confident throws we're talking about. We're gonna come back. He's gonna get a high safety that plays outside. They're simply gonna run a quick seam in and under. Come back, verify the look. You're gonna read this defender right here. As long as he stays down, you gotta be ready to rip that seam. There it is. This is the picture when he's letting this thing go. He sees the hips of this defender parallel to the line of scrimmage. He's not getting depth. He's not playing back. Great little window right here. Bang, another explosive play. Ball right on the money. Out before his receivers even looking and right on top of him for that big play.
Makes the connection to Odunze.
Last year, against pressure, holding the football too much, we're gonna have a hot situation. This guy comes, we've got nobody to block him. What are we gonna do? Have a plan, have a plan. Where's that quick throw? Here he comes, boom, ball's out. Go get yourself a positive play against pressure. Those are the things that made Caleb Williams the number one overall pick. This is something that we know he can do. Late in the fourth quarter, they've got a little 8-point lead at this point. You come down, everybody thinks you're gonna run the football. You've been running it all game. You run the naked bootleg, okay? With the naked bootleg, you're running a T-naked, so you're getting the tailback out here to the flat, and he's kind of the first guy, and then you always have a corner route over the top. Now, what you're really trying to get in this situation, 2nd and 8, and you just wanna take the flat and try to get the first down or set yourself up for a 3rd and short, not really try to take any chances with the football. But it's one of the things that I love right here is that Caleb gets the edge, okay? What I mean by that is all the defenders are inside of him. So he knows he's got nobody threatening him to the outside, so he's gotta take the short throw. So yes, he could take it right here, and there's a chance the back gets to the first down marker and we move the chain. But he comes out, and we always say, if you come out and get the edge, even if you have the flat, just peek and see if you have the big throw down the field. And if you don't, you come right back to the flat and you put it on him. But just peek because you have no threat that is coming down on you that if you hold the football any longer, you're gonna take a sack. So he does a great job right here of looking out in front of him, and a little pump fake even to the back, gets the secondary guys to jump, and a beautiful throw up over the top. Nice touch throw to his big tight end. Kind of the game-clinching touchdown right there.
Williams rolling, throwing, open, making the grab. Touchdown. Cole Kmet into the end zone.
All right, so you can see all the good stuff Caleb Williams is doing and the growth that he's made from his rookie year. Now, the second part of the equation is the efficiency. He needs to get better at making what I call the layups, the throws that are right there in front of him, reads that are right there in front of him that any quarterback in the NFL should make. He's not making those as consistently as Ben Johnson would like. But beautiful thing is they're finding ways to win in spite of it. So great play action right here. And you see, as he comes off the play action, look at this window that we have in the second level of the field. There's a whole bunch of green grass out there because of how they've set this up. Now, these are the throws that you just have to be able to make, the layups. Okay, you got a big end coming right here. You got to just lay this out there. This is a 20-yard play, a 30-yard play, maybe a 60-yard play for a touchdown. There's nobody back there because of the play action. You just got to be able to hit these kinds of throws. Caleb throws this way back behind DJ right here and misses a huge opportunity. So some of the layups are going to be the easy throws. The other ones are going to be the easy reads. Okay, so we're gonna run what I call a semi over here, kind of a 12-yard out to this side. And then we're gonna replace it with a shallow. So as a quarterback, what we're coming out is we're saying, hey, if we get one-on-one on the semi up top, just drop back, you like the matchup, take it. But if the flat defender, in this particular case, goes flying outside the semi that makes it harder for you to complete it, then just replace him with the shallow. There's layup throws and there's layup reads. This to me is easy. I mean, you see this guy turn and take off running. There's your replace right there. Replace the zone. He wants to run outside the numbers. Just replace the zone and make the game easy. That doesn't mean Caleb can't make this throw right here, but that guy there buzzing hard makes it harder, right? It doesn't make it a layup anymore because now you got to make sure you throw it a little faster or a little bit more over and outside. Instead of just saying, oh, this is easy, let's just replace to our shallow that's right underneath it and make the game easy. Timing really comes when you have what we call free release for your receivers, meaning there's nothing that's going to impede the timing of your receiver. So they're gonna run, push up, and then break to the inside. If my guy covering him is in off coverage and he's gonna do nothing to impede him, then there's a perfect sense of timing. Get back, hit the back foot, let it go because nothing can change that. But if my receiver gets impeded, as a quarterback, we've gotta hold on to the football a little bit longer in these kind of press man, physical situation. He's messing with and hand fighting with the defender here, and Caleb's already committed to throwing the football. It's going to be really hard for him to get his hands and eyes turned back to the quarterback as he plays through this contact to make this catch, right? He's trying, but we've already committed to the throw and we're just early here. Hold on that back foot, give him a second to get out of it, and then put the ball on it. So a lot of excitement in Chicago because they're winning. They've got a quarterback that's making growth, making explosive plays. Now it's all about efficiency within the pass game. If they're gonna make some noise come January and maybe even in February, Caleb Williams is just gonna have to get better at those little things, those layups that are in front of him. But it's been an exciting year in the first year with Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams together, and let's see what they can do down the stretch. Thanks for joining me as always here on QB Insider. And if you want to watch the game like the pros, make sure you go get NFL Plus Premium and you can watch and make tapes just like me on NFL Pro.